Hey everybody, welcome back to Starfyre Gaming. I'm Sir Joseph, and this is Warhammer 40k Rouge Trader. We need to talk to both Cassia and Jay about the events that happened basically in our last episode. So we're going to go ahead and talk to Cassia first.
It is so fortunate you have come. I admit I was seeking you out myself. After the events on Dargonus, it felt like an anthracite grey mantle had dropped on my shoulders. I spent a long time thinking about our very first meeting and what happened next. I cannot wait to shake off this dreary color. It was very naive of me to follow in the footsteps of the man who raised me in a gilded cage. And I was deaf to the needs of my own house. But you opened my eyes. As the future Novateur, I must gain wisdom to restore House Orselio to its former glory, no matter the cost. Thank you. It will be an honor to keep guiding your vessel through the Sea of Souls, for as long as the needs of our dynasties are aligned.
Cassia touches the place where her All-Atlas is implanted. Why don't we talk about something else?
You will hear no objection from me, Lord Captain.
You did not mention the Starway Atlas when we met.
I would never reveal this secret to an outsider. But you have come to my aid more than once already. The Starway Atlas is a sacred artifact of House Orselio. It helps our navigators chart a course through the warp. This crystal, the Atlas, has been inside me for as long as I can remember, giving me strength. But the others... I noticed the renegades in the palace were choked by ashen ghosts of despair when we met face to face. I swear the ghosts were reaching for their atlases.
Cassia lowers her lashes and touches the plate over her heart. Oh, excuse me. Had a yawn hit me there. So the Atlas is some kind of crystal that is implanted in the navigators of House Orselio at birth?
But my Atlas is much more powerful than the others. It's the Atlas of Tisiphone herself. That is what people have whispered behind my back my whole life, although no one knew for certain. But I always suspected. I simply did not wish to admit it to myself.
Certain navigators in your house fear the Atlas's powers.
Certain navigators in my house have tried to kill me more than once. But the tales of Tisiphone's brutality, I am beginning to wonder. What if they are all true? What if I will be a new tormentor to those who serve me?
Her silver brows furrow in fury. Then she lets out a disconsolate sigh. You said you wouldn't share your secret with just anyone. Does that mean that I am someone to you? I didn't. I only mean that your heart shudders, or stutters. A searing heat envelops your shoulders, throat, and chest, and your brain grows foggy. By now familiar influence of Cassia's power is intoxicating your mind more than usual. I am at ease in your company. Cassia looks away, a subtle blush blooming on her pale cheeks. Thank you for telling me.
Thank you for listening.
Alright, that's that.
I have enjoyed your company. Thank you for the conversation.
Now let's go hunt down Jay. She is over on this side of the room. There she is.
Light of my eyes, giver of boons and savior of the needy. From now on, two sons will grace the firmament of the Fon Palancios Protectorate. One, bright and powerful, like the Rouge Trader himself, and the other, slightly more humble, like his unassuming partner, the diligent owner of the Mercatum Tabula Officiale, and all-around delight, Jai Hidari.
I like Jai, she's funny. Jai Hidari tenderly holds the piece of script-covered parchment like a young mother nursing her newborn child.
As I promised before, my crew will be your eyes and ears across the entire expanse, Shireen. Just give them time. And of course, the assistant to official trade representative Jai Hidari is already rushing to Dargonis to deliver goods of rare and exquisite quality to you and your people, O master of many worlds. And once again, thank you, Shireen, from the bottom of my humble heart.
Jay's eyes shine playfully in the perpetual little half-light of the bridge. You're welcome, Jay. It is what friends are for.
A rogue trader cannot have friends, Shireen. Only servants for whom the word of their master is supreme law. And partners to whom the favor of the warrant bearer is the highest reward for their mutual efforts. Why are you looking at me like that? How many friends does the soul that shines down upon Holy Terra have?
Jay raises an eyebrow in genuine surprise. It takes her a few seconds to come up with a reply, and when she does speak, she lowers her eyes.
You are welcome to call our relations whatever you like, Shireen. After all, words mean little. But you have taken good care of me, and so I would like to take good care of you. And go slightly beyond the strict terms of our agreement. Here, I brought a small gift as a token of gratitude, and may the Exalted One keep watching over the paths that you tread.
We got the merchant certificate. Let's see what happened there. I will help you acquire a merchant certificate.
Oh, Shireen, thank you for such generosity. I will humbly wait until you steer your vessel towards Dargonis. The Mercatum Tabula Officiale. It sounds almost as majestic as the warrant of trade.
Okay, that was weird, because we already did that, but... let's see. Escape. When the wearer ends their turn, they remove burning, bleeding, and toxin effects from themselves and all adjacent allies. The wearer gains toughness, temporary wounds for each. That's not bad. Argenta seems to have gotten under your skin. Am I right?
Argenta? What could be more beautiful than the sight of a sister of battle, whose mere presence casts light in the dark corners of lost souls such as mine? But alas, what remains of my sanity is telling me that poor Jai can only admire the radiance of this angel, forsaking any hope of ever touching her wings. Oh, I have no doubt you will.
Alright. Back to the map. Exploring time. We're at 10. It's not great. We got a yellow and an orange. Let's... Oh, that is evidently Viabos 6. Well, let's go there. So we're going to burn the one to bring this to safe. Lord Captain, we have cross-referenced the key characteristics of the system with our astronomical chart data. The planet Viabos 6 is located here. The problem is, the augurs detect an unusual change in the atmosphere, not unlike a massive release of toxins. It appears that something unfortunate has happened to the planet's underground storage facilities. And there's Drukhari. It is impossible to land safely on the planet just now. Unknown ships are cruising in the system. No need for any cog to analyze it. I can decipher the telemetry easily. Xenos. The armory and artillery crews are standing by. Alright, let's go. Planet, 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 planet. Xenos. So planet, 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 Xenos. Loot. Excuse me. Nada. This planet can barely sustain life, and yet searches discover a long-lost Imperial colony, one that was cut off from the rest of the galaxy centuries ago. The colonists live in conditions worse than any underhive, yet they still venerate the Emperor and gladly welcome their visitors. The Lord Captain receives an invitation from the local ruler, the Archqueen Princeps Domina. One shuttle and 2 rifles should be enough. We'll pay the Archqueen an official visit. The ruler meets the Lord Captain in a shack, considered to be a palace by the people here. The Archqueen's unusual crown is made out of metal coils, most likely parts of ancient devices for boiling water. The guests are served the finest delicacies the colony can provide. The Archqueen praises the visitors in mangled Low Gothic and calls the Lord Captain her dear brother. At the end of the audience, gifts are presented to the guests. The Archqueen's minister delicately remarks that the best possible gift the Lord Captain and his crew could provide would be the replenishment of the colony's meager gene pool. Sure. The Lord Captain gives orders to canvass the lower decks for volunteers. The most ruggedly handsome among them will be sent to the Archqueen's court, among with the other gifts. So we got some stuff. The Archqueen is delighted and flattered. She hopes the Lord Captain will pay her more visits in the future. Okay, that was interesting. More loot. Alright, time to fight some Xenos and Drukhari.
Hold fast. Our faith will be tested.
Alright, there's only 2 of them. Lost Hatred Frigate. 90 hit points. And Lost Hatred Frigate. Okay, so they both have 90 hit points. So we fly up. See if we can split between the 2 of them so we can get shots off at both, maybe. They're pretty far away. That was a good hit. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to do any of that. Oh, let's fire our torpedoes before we forget, because they go so fast. See if we can get a port shot on this one. No. I knew we had a longer range port than we do starboard. Still just out of range. We, however, can fire this. We're going to fire at this one again because we still got the same lame chance to hit it, so might as well shoot at the weakened one. Do a lot of damage. Oh, might be in our port. Is it port? One of our broadsides. Well, at least he's shooting us in the front, so. Oh, and he stopped on the starboard. Okay. Well, the torpedoes aren't going to hit anything. Let's go after this one, because this way we're kind of going the same direction. Oh, we can control our torpedoes. Where's there it is.
No mercy for the enemies of humanity.
Out of range, alright. Alright, so we're going to go to here. Fire, that was starboard, not port. Before we do this, I always forget about being able to do the find weakness.
Burn in the fires of retribution.
A barbaric display. I am surprised we survived.
Got them both down, got 68 scrap. Looks like we leveled up our ship. Need to repair it. Let's go to the level, go to the ship. So 17 scrap to repair it. We're at 290. It's going to take 305. Wow, that's a lot more than we have. Let me take 50 to upgrade the RAM. Let's go ahead and upgrade the RAM a spot. Haven't rammed anything, but let's go ahead and upgrade the RAM. Alright, let's see. So we've got the Arc Auger, Expeditious Reload, Focused Efforts. What's that one do? Oh, you'll be able to use both. Reinforced Shields, Shallow Jump is always nice. Let's grab Shallow Jump. Oh! It's not a little one. We got big guys here. Alright, Premonition. The flagship's augers scan the area for favorable tactical position. When the flagship is in such a position, its invasion is increased by 35%. Duration +1 round for every 10 points in the Master of Etheric's awareness skill. Okay? Maximum overdrive. At the end of combat, the flagship's, or until the end of the combat, the flagship speed is increased by +2, and its maximum maneuverability is increased by +1. The bonus damage dealt by void ship rams is increased. Duration +1 round for every 10 points in the Master of Maneuvers athletics skill. But it says till end of combat, so I don't think there's, yeah. Imperium Storm. The flagship makes 7 attacks, each of which targets a random enemy in an 8-cell range and deals 8 to 14 warp damage. Can only be used once per round. Duration +1 round for every 10 points in the Warp Channeler's lower warp skill. Features Warp Weave or okay. Oh, previous just gotta have those. Now we can do boarding party. The flagship launches a boarding party to infiltrate an enemy ship, starting internal fires and causing engine damage. It cripples the ship for 1 round. Okay. All hands on deck. The torpedo tubes are loaded with 3 salvos instead of 1. That's pretty nice too. Catalyze this Imperium Storm. Let's take it. Might have been a mistake. Those torpedoes were pretty cool as well. Ship now has access to ultimate ability. It can drastically change the tide of battle. You try using your ultimate ability to see for yourself. Now that you can only use one note that you can only use one ultimate ability per combat. Ultimate abilities are so powerful that they take significantly longer time to recharge. When using ultimate abilities, be aware that they may still be on the cooldown the next time you enter battle. Okay, that's good to know. The ship's ultimate cooldown bar gradually fills in turns, in combat, at the end of each battle, and as a result of certain events during space exploration. Alright. Cool. Let's go to the planet. Swift and merciless retribution is a proper fate for any transgressors, but the Imperium permits using the convicts for hard labor on distant prison worlds like Vahobis 6. To atone for their crimes before humankind, hundreds of thousands of rogues and lowlifes toil in the mines of the Von Valencia's protectorate until death from exhaustion or some other unforeseen accident claims their forsaken souls. Looks like we're going down. Yep, that's our preferred party.
Vahobis 6 always was a penal world. But this, even the miscreants of this place do not deserve such a fate.
Man's body is frozen in unnatural form. The corpse's fingers are crooked and his teeth are bared in a ghastly grimace.
Follow my lead.
The broken, slashed, and gutted body is still covered in the shreds of the uniform. Caustic ooze gives off sickening vapor that eats away the lining of your nose and mouth, making your eyes water. The man clawed his throat out right before he died. Ow, that's brutal. Do your duty.
It's about time.
Obey your orders. Do your duty. Stand your past. Post. Imperial Guard. Post. The bodies have been twisted to pose a resemblance of servile bow and bound with barbed wire. Ugh. You can clearly see several thin cuts left by bladed weapons on the body. Look at it! Where do we go? Oh, there's stage. Okay. The tall, lithe Xenos moves with the grace of an otherworldly predator. The creature gives you a disproportionate glance and casually speaks a few words that are immediately picked up by your elucidator. Macandus, Aelith, what is this? Has one of the sisters found an amusing trinket in the ruins and saved it as a special treat for the Archon? The Xenos takes a quick look over her shoulder towards the platform, where a few other silhouettes in tar black armor can be seen. By whose leave are you playing Lord on my world? The Xenos' eyes light up with interest. The Monkey understands my speech. Where did you come by a device that can translate our language? Are you trying to impress me by appearing useful? Such words will earn you a bout in the ring at most, without weapons, and soon, without your skin. The humans scattered around you on the platform stare as if they've seen a ghost. The eyes of some betray their fear. Others glare with bestial hatred, and yet more look upon you with hope. Who are you? My name is known to everyone on this planet, Monkey. I am Tazarar the Deliverer, Tazarar the Benevolent, the one who grants respite from the choking grasp of this world. I decide who lives, who dies, and who finds new purpose for their existence in Komarog's many arenas. Surely this is why you have come here, to fight for my ever-changing favor and for the privilege of being the first to be chained. Yearly it chuckles haughtily. Such grandiose names for a soulless wretch who tortures the breathless and torments the powerless. Your words hint at a nobility that you have never possessed. Cousin, what are you doing among this rabble? What an unexpected and tantalizing surprise! Tazara licks her lips hungrily. I cannot wait to take you in my arms and clasp you tightly to me. Do not waste your breath on your lies. Only the faint vestiges of blood connect the Asuriani and Dark Ones such as yourself. I presume the toxic atmosphere is your doing? It could be. Or perhaps my mere presence is enough to make base creatures like yourselves forget how to breathe. Tazara lets out a nasty chuckle. Are you really surprised at what happened? You wove the net right under your own feet. We merely knocked out the pin and drew it close, tight around you. A couple of volleys at the seals on the underground well, and the planet, the one you had turned inside out, did the rest. I hereby declare you a Category 3 blasphemer for tampering with the sacred production cycle of this world's extractums. The drill in Pascal's mechadendrite springs to life with a howling screech. And your brethren finished what the planet had started. Oh, how they strived to please me and my entourage. How they slaughtered and tortured their own kin for mine and my sister's delight. How they decorated this little arena with still living Monkey. Did you think that man, I can't read. Did you think all that you see before you is the work of our hands? Think again. How could you stoop to this? To killing one another for the amusement of the enemies of humanity? A hulking brute who can barely stand coughs up blood and wipes his lips. What was I supposed to lie down and die? Or was I supposed... Man. Let's try that again. What? Was I supposed to lie down and die? The ones who survived the arena, the Xenos takes them away. I saw humans boarding shuttles with my own eyes. They're going to take us away from here, you hear? This statement is false. You were supposed to furnish yourself with a means of respiratory protection and inflict maximum damage on the perpetrators before ceasing your vital functions. Yeah, who gives a shit about us convicts? The lanky buggers may keep me on a leash, but at least I'll be alive, not coughing up my lungs. How cruel you are to your unfortunate kin. These Monkey have worked hard to entertain their elite audience. Each of them fights with the strength born of desperation, seeking to earn their place in my box of toys. There is always room for more. My toys do break so very easily. To be reduced to a Xenos' plaything, a shameful fate for the scions of humanity. Abelard falls silent, shaking his head in dismay. I am a Rouge Trader, the Emperor's anointed, guardian of humanity, and your doom, Xenos scum. Oh, what passion, what naive arrogance. When all this turns into boundless despair and clinging terror, my guests and I will savor such exquisite pleasure. I would play with you myself, Monkey, but then the performance would be brief, and we don't want to upset my guests, now do we? From the dusk behind Tazara comes a cry. The distance between you and the Xenos is too great for the elucidator to interpret the words, but the tone alone speaks of irritation and impatience. Tazara raises her blade and points at you. Tell the other Monkey that whoever slits your throat will depart for their new home ahead of schedule, and tell them to hold nothing back. Tonight they dance for Euremperis herself, the great archon of the cabal of the Reaving Tempest. Dying to entertain Xenos is a path to eternal shame and condemnation of souls touched by the Emperor's undying light. Let us join our blades. We will destroy those who sought to kill you. Exhausted and defeated, faces trade worried glances. The hulking brute next to you hesitates, then spits and breaks into a grin. We're gonna die anyways. Might as well do it without a heretic's brand. Slay the beasts! Tazara emits a furious scream and takes a step back, signaling to her companions.
Die, inhuman scum!
The sound of frightened prey.
We've been ambushed. We've been talking to him for the last 10 minutes. Alright, so these guys are on our side. Oh, let's start the battle. These guys don't have a lot of hit points. 29, 29, 29, 29, 29, 29. Ah! The scarred one's got 140. Oh, here's the bad guys. Witch gunslinger, a witch, and Hecatrix. Alright. Start by
running by Neriko,
buffing us. Let's go to here. That could explode on us. Probably not the best place I could have chosen.
Request approved.
Your last stroke of luck.
Alright.
The Messiah knows all, comprehends all.
Put that down. Magenta.
Guided by faith. Faith without deeds is worthless.
So do we take a single shot, or do we take the rapid fire again? Let's see, what's rapid fire? Down to 32, let's take the single shot. Well, that's only at 62. Alright, rapid fire it is.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Should have done single. Cassia.
Be careful not to cross my gaze.
$45 or 62. Yeah, the multiples of 45. There we go. That's what we're talking about. Yeah, let's go ahead and finish her off.
If you insist. Another foe painted black.
And let's throw this on Ignatius.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
And throw that on
I'm not
Ignatius as
accustomed
well.
to being ordered around.
No, you're really it. Really last. Oh, that person's not going to do last long.
You'll regret this.
Alright, looks like we just took damage from the... There's no... Abelard, no. There's no negatives on anybody, so there's that. So we get our defense up. Charge her. This is the named one, or a Hecatrix might be a class of Dracaria that I don't know of. I don't know them that well. I know the witches and I know that stuff, but I don't know if that is actually.
You call this a strike? Pain.
Actually, a class or just their name. Oh, there's a dead dude. Did you hit somebody? Good job.
I move as if
Over
unseen.
here. Put that on you. Put that on you.
I understand your intention.
You will pay for this in blood.
Didn't go through, just hit that one. Then we are going to go sneaky mode. And then put this on this one way back in the back.
If it serves your cause.
High momentum.
Not sure how that one took all that damage already, but cool. So Abelard will come over here.
At your
Put
beck
on
and call.
buff. Charge this one.
Victory is imminent.
Woe to you.
At your beck and call.
and then we're going to use
We'll rule the stars themselves.
superpower. 27 movement points. That's amazing.
Indeed. Reduced to dust. A tactically sound approach. It will be done.
Your last stroke of luck.
I will do my duty. An exemplary strike. At your beck and call. I took care of this one.
We got one more strike, so let's run all the way over here. And hit the almost dead one. I know it's the one we put your Let's power on, but you know, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Ah, might work. She's got 4 hit points left. And they're down to 3. Oh, this one over there. Alright.
Here we go.
I'm bored with this farce, Tazara. Who rules this arena? You or the monkey? Archon, whatever her name is. You know the danger of repeating this misunderstanding. Draw your own conclusions. Your word is my command, Archon. And the 3 of them leave.
Show me what you've got!
Let's make it quick.
Let's get to it!
You call this a strike?
Yes, let's go ahead and put this here. Come over here.
Zone 1 route. Forward.
Put this on
Scriptural prognosis is
her or him.
running binary override. Vital function successfully terminated.
Out of range. Enter.
High momentum.
Argenta. This should be good chance of finishing, so we can use. So next attack this turn will do 0. So we're going to use this for 3. We're going to use this.
I'll do it.
Stand my vengeance!
Only hit once. That sucks. We'll do our free reload. Now for our turn, we're going to use 2 of these to shoot
As the
again.
Emperor commands, I act.
There we go. And let's go ahead and
Power
use this
resides in the
superpower.
will of the righteous. I'll do it. This is why I was chosen. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Done. The surviving fighters turn their heads towards you one after another. All eyes on the battlefield are glued to you. Those who fought with me, get to the shuttle. As soon as we are away from here, we will give orders for the immediate evacuation of the remaining survivors. Alright. Oh, and we leveled up. I'll do that off camera as normal. Body was partially flayed, and judging by the amount of blood, the victim was still alive when it happened.
Something of interest.
Oh, Found some goods. Let's see, we got Drakari knives, we got a stub revolver that doesn't look that good. We'll put you in the cargo. Drakari equipment for some armor. We'll put the knives over. Juliet might be able to use this if she is qualified to. I don't know if she is. We'll go ahead and do that. The man died clutching his intestines as they split from his lacerated stomach. Sacred engine meant to work in a quarry has not been used for a long time. Random goods. Random goods. Well, not random goods, but...
I'll lay claim to the stars.
They're gone. Thrown as my witness, we will find the blasphemous wretches and make them pay for everything that happened. You tell them, Argenta. The body's missing parts of its extremities. It was hacked to pieces with a dozen strikes. Blast pistol. Ooh, that looks pretty brutal. And witch armor. Hunter carapace.
None shall stand in my way.
Looks like that's everything. All right. Let's head back to the ship. Ah, new colony. Alright. Punishment of thinkers. Needs new convicts. Various dangerous literates and idle thinkers should supplement the workforce. So plus 1,000 relations, or yeah, reputation with the Drusians. -2 complacency, 2 plasteel, 2 chemicals. These ones, we don't have the reputation of the void. We need convicts. Quarries can be filled with prisoners taken from foreign worlds. Plasteel, people, chemicals, less efficiency. Purchasing foreign criminals. Imperial Navy, 6,500. Security down. Plus 10 dodge against humans. Plasteel, people, chemicals. I think this is probably the best one. So we're going to start that one. And then we don't have to wait either. Let's look at our other colonies while we're at it. Oh, the Indulgence of Sale completed. Got Fellowship of the Void 2 and Profit Factor 1. Janus. Cure for Sloth is still not attractive. Dargonus, that one is about 25% completed. Huh. Well, that's kind of cool. Alright. Check our quests. Wait for a response from Dargonis. So, okay, so that's just moving on from there. Looking at time, this is probably a good place to call it. Thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. As always, like, subscribe, comment. I have been Sir Joseph. You guys are amazing. Until next time, stay safe out there, and I'll talk to you later.